Hello, friends. I hope you all had a really nice Christmas. Please be sure to say hello when you pop on. Please, please share my video. And I had a great Christmas, but I'm glad the season's over. We're not doing much on New Year's, so I'm not worried about that one. But Christmas was very, very busy. We did our family Christmas the day after Christmas because our granddaughter, is an EMT and she had to work on Christmas. So we did it the day after. And we had a huge house full. Hi, Vesta. We had a huge house full. Lots of food, lots of games, lots of fun. But now it's time to just relax. So I am so glad to be back into the swing of things. I have missed it a lot. Hi, Tony. You liked and you shared. Thank you. I'm just glad to be back into the swing of things. I got some new things planned for the new year. I'm hoping that people will join in with the new activities I got planned. And I'm going to continue Mystery Card. I love it. I enjoy having you people come and watch and talk. Yes. Okay, so let's go down to my desk and let's get started. This is a relatively quick one. Okay, make sure I've got that. Let me make that bigger so I can see. Getting some kind of a shadow up top here. I'm not sure why. Okay, so let's get started. Thank you both for being here. I'm so happy. So this week I am featuring the Sweet Bugs stamp and paper. I don't usually buy cutesy things like this, but for some reason this one caught my attention. And of course I like ladybugs. So anything to do with ladybugs, I will get. Okay, so let me put these to the side. Okay, so the materials I asked you to prepare: a regular 5.5 by 8.5 scored at 4 1/4 and 2 1/8. Some beige, very vanilla or white cardstock 4 by 5 1/4. Coordinating DSP 2 pieces at 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. Some DSP or cardstock. So I said find some DSP that has tic-tac-toe pattern on it. And if you got the paper for Sweet Bugs, it has some on it. And that's when I saw the paper, I said, oh my God, that's a tic-tac-toe pattern. So I said, I got to figure something out with that. So you want 3 squares by 3 squares, comes to 9. Or you could have taken 7/8 by 7/8 coordinating cardstocks and made your tic-tac-toe with that. And then find some pieces, fussy cut some pieces that you could put in those little squares. So you would need 4 of one of them, a bug or a flower, 4 bugs or flowers, and then 5 of the second image, 5 bugs or flowers. So we can make a tic-tac-toe pattern, sort of. They need to fit in the 7/8 by 7/8 inch square, coordinating with squares. Liquid glue and dimensionals, stamp set for your sentiments, greetings, and your images, coordinating ink, coordinating embellishments, and this is a simple fun fold card. So I'm going to get this out of the way for now because I'm going to use a sentiment there. So it says fold and burnish. So you should have your standard fold. That's what I do. Your standard fold and then another fold. And make sure that they line up before you score. Okay. Are you both working with me? Too funny. Went to grab paper and it happened to be the bug paper. So I have my tic-tac-toe. Very good. Yeah, when, as soon as I saw that, I was like, oh my God, that's like a tic-tac-toe pattern. Um, Tony, you're working with me. How about Vesta? You making along? Okay, so that is all we had to do. Is anybody having the same problem I'm having? Every time I clean it, the Stampin' Up! Image is coming off more and more. I tried to keep it away, but I don't have a Stampin' Up! Image anymore. Okay, so that was the end of clue number 1. Clue number 2 says, centering it here, one of the 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 DSP on the first fold. So you got about 1/4 inch border all around. So we're going to glue that here. I hope you all had a great Christmas. Yours is gone? What's that mean? Can't find your what you got prepared? Oh no. Well, you can make one after. Yeah, like I said, I don't normally do the cutesy stuff, but I like the little bugs and the paper, and of course the ladybugs. I have a, I don't know if they're here readily, I have a reward program with my girls who take classes. So I give them a sticker every time they purchase over $20 worth of product. Then after they get to $100 worth of product, they get a $20 gift certificate or whatever to purchase something. So these are my little ladybugs I give them. I ran out of the original ones I had, and one of the girls in my class, she has a machine that she can cut them. So she made these for me. I was so excited. Oh, yours is all gone, your image? Yeah. Every time I use it, I clean it, and I've wiped off the Stampin' Up! Image from it. Okay? And then adhere the second 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 DSP to the second fold. Okay, line them up with each other. Okay, here's the inside and the front. Okay, clue number 3 says, stamp a sentiment on the 4 by 5 1/4 basic beige white stock in the center. Because once we put this in here, we're going to have something right here. So don't, so putting it in the middle won't allow it to show over the edge. Hi Kay, welcome. Liked and shared, thank you very much. So stamp your sentiment on this one. And I'm using Hello Friend from the Sweet Bugs. So I didn't stamp with anything except the sentiment. So I'm going to have to try some cutesy stuff. Okay, I'll get that a little bit close to the edge. Let's move it over. There. Now I'm going to do mine in black. Are you following the clues, Kay? Or are you just watching us today? Okay, so we're going to stamp that in the middle here. I think I moved it. Wow, perfect. Who has snow? Anybody have snow? You have tons of it up north, I know, where my kids lived. Just watching Kay. Okay, that's good. I love when people come to watch. I hope they take inspiration and go back and make something like it. Okay. And then number 2 on this clue says center and adhere it, meaning this, to the back inside of the card. So we're going to center and adhere this. Okay. There we go. That's the end of clue number 3. Snow and lots of wind, major accidents today, I bet. It's like people forget how to drive in the snow, huh? Lots of winds. We had tons of winds today. Oh my God. Even my dog was going crazy. I was in here and she was sitting outside my doors. I have like French doors and she can see inside. So she lays outside there when the weather's nice. We actually got up to 63 today. But when I walked over here at 6:20, it was down to 45 and it was windy. It's been windy all day. And the wind was the wind was like gusting like crazy and was making her nervous. So, okay, so now it says take your tic-tac-toe. And that's what I saw as soon as I saw this paper. I said, oh my God, that's a little tic-tac-toe. And depends where you cut it. Now I'll show you the card I made as my sample, and it's a different pattern of tic-tac-toe. So we want to make it, we want to turn it and do it on the diamond, okay? So that's important when you place your little, whatever you're going to put in here. Okay, lay out your fussy cuts, 4 in alternating blocks and 3 and 5 in alternating blocks. So I did the little the little puffs for this one. So I fussy cut those out. So I'm just going to put it this way. And because we're doing it at a diamond shape, I want them to go in this direction. Okay, so that's going to be my 4. And then for the 5, I'm going to use the ladybugs, because I just love ladybugs. Okay. And I'm going to see if I can put dimensionals behind those little, I don't know, what do you call those? I forget the name of them. I think it would be cute to have them up a little bit. Although the little stem is quite fragile. So I'm going to try to keep it in the block itself. There. Okay. So once you've auditioned them, and you know how they're going to go, then you can start sticking them. One more on this piece. Oh, one more over there too. Good. I want it to stick out. There. One more. Good. Kind of cute. And now I'm going to put my ladybugs in the other 5. So I want to make sure that they're as straight as possible and centered. This could be tricky. Okay. Come on, little guy. Let's get straight here. There. That was better. So if you do something like this, you can do so many things with it. You know, you can put so many things to make your little tic-tac-toe. And like I said, as soon as I saw the paper, I'm like, oh my God, that's a cute little tic-tac-toe. Look how cute that is. I like that. My ladybugs and my... Hi, Laurie. Yes, I love ladybugs too. So look how cute that is. Isn't it cute? Okay. Okay, so now we're going to put this on here. And what I did was I put it so that the point of this part and this part were right on the fold. Okay, so that also covers up your message. And if you do it that way, you've got the same space there and there. So I'm going to put glue only on this side. Now you could put a piece of cardstock on here to make it thicker and to get rid of your background, you know, the back of the paper, but I decided I wanted to keep it that way. So, got a lot of snow, Laurie? Yes. Yes, they're real flat. Let me put this on first, I'll show you. So now I'm going to make sure I get it as close to even over here. And it's perfect. Yes. Okay, they're very, very flat, what I love. If you turn it sideways, you can barely see them. They're very, very flat. So it's going to be nice when we mail with these on it. I mean, they're so flat. There's hardly anything to it, but they're darling. They're so cute. You got ice. You got ice right now, Laurie? Ugh. Yeah. Okay, they're very flat. They're very flat. If you turn it sideways, you can hardly even see them. Very tiny bump on it. Okay. So we're gluing this here, making sure it's stuck well. No glue coming out there. And that is the end of number 4. Number 5 says, easy enough, huh? Embellish as desired. Lots of wind too. Yeah, Laurie, I was saying that. We had tons of wind today. And when we get up this morning, or by 1 o'clock, it was like 63, I believe. And it was just a perfect day. I just had a t-shirt on. But when I came out tonight to come get ready for this, it was very cold. So I looked at the temp, and it said 45. So it dropped pretty quickly. And these are pretty, these are pretty flat too. These little clear dots. Give me a hard time here. Which they don't really show too much, the little clear dots. But it's just a nice little embellishment. Yeah, they're so nice and flat. Very, very easy. Where's my eraser? Oh, here it is. Of course I got glue. Okay. Might have had a drop come out of here. That's probably why. Okay. That's my little card. Thank you, Kay. Yeah, you wish, Laurie, you had that temperature up there? Yeah, it was nice. So let me show you the little prototype one I made. So this is with the little ants from the paper. But they were so hard to cut. I lost an antenna on that little guy, and I lost an arm on that little guy. It was so easy to cut them apart. But see how the paper is a little different? Depending on where you cut it. This one here, where I cut it, I had only 4 blocks of the green. This one here had the 5 blocks of green. So it depends on where you cut it if you're looking to get your tic-tac-toe. Depends on where you cut it, what you'll get. But I wanted my ladybugs to be predominant, so. And then the little clear ones don't even show on this paper. After I put them on, I'm like, nobody's even going to notice it. In person, it shows a little more, but not much more. So that's my simple little, after I saw that paper, and I said, that's a tic-tac-toe paper? I said, I have to try that. So there's my cards. My card looks very similar to yours, as I plan to use the ladybugs too. Oh, that's funny. Tony, you and I are on the same wavelength. But I use the flower punch for the other squares and different DSP. Okay. Well, post it so I can see it. Thank you for sharing. Yes, thank you for coming, Kay. Thank you for sharing. Says Vester as well. It's cute. Very simple, huh? But it's kind of cute. Not much work to it. Quick little card. And it's cute. I think people would enjoy getting it. So that's the end of number 5. So now that you've finished your simple fun fold card, take a picture of it and post it on my page. Yes, fun and easy card, Tony. I love seeing your cards, so I want to see what everybody did. Thank you for joining me on Mystery Card event number 81. I hope to see you next time on Mystery Card number 82. Oh my God, it'll be January 5 at 7 o'clock. Please make sure to say hello, comment, and or like, and then share my video, please. Get my stuff out there so get those algorithms bringing new people in. Thank you very much. And I posted earlier today that I'm starting a new challenge after the holiday. So watch for that. There'll be directions coming. I was just giving you a heads up to keep an eye out for it. And we're going to try a little bit different challenge. And some weekly things I want to change too. And you're very welcome. Thank you for joining me. Go have fun, and Happy New Year to all of you. Bye-bye. Thank you.